What's going on, everyone? Big D here, and it's time to review King of the Nerds, Season 3, Episode 7, titled Invasion of the Nerd Snatchers. This is a spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, please go to tbs.com/kingofthenerds, watch the full episode there. And yeah, next week is the season finale already. Why is it only 8 episodes? I mean, you have like, what, 3 contestants left. It could go for another 2 weeks at most. You could have done that, 10, maybe at least 10 episodes, but hey, alright. There's no confirmation if there's been a season 4 confirmed yet. We won't know for the next maybe month or 2, so hang on. There's still hope in the world. So let's get right to it. Match taking less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my opinions and pros to cons, final score at the end. Also, I just reviewed Unfinished Business and Chappie. Check those out. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. So, go real quick. Their Nerd War is going to be called Melt My Face Off. And it's going to be aliens, and they're going to have a quiz, and there's going to be like goo. The queen's going to put acid on you if you miss it. And it's just a bunch of, nerdy questions, and it was pretty simple, pretty cool. It seems pretty fun, except we're getting goo on you is not going to be that fun. And Lily loses at first, and then Amanda loses, and then Jonathan loses, and then Caitlin ends up losing. So it's only Ben and Rachel. I'm going to say Rachel, okay, because it's America. So it's Ben and Rachel. And I like how Ben did not get gooed one bit, and like Curtis is like, Ben remains a virgin, and everyone's like, not a surprise. I laughed out loud at that moment. I was like, it took me 10 seconds to realize it. I was like, it's so true. Just because the way Ben looks. Anyway, so Ben ends up winning because it was a Game of Thrones question, fire and ice, question. I think Curtis said Westeros, and it's like, that's Westeros, sir. Get it right. Ben went to Robot Sculpture by David Pretzler. And then they're going to go to basically the Nerd Off, where it's going to be basically like Strachigo. I haven't played that. I'm sorry, I didn't grow up in this, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I wish I knew it. I feel like I'm familiar with it in a way, but life happens. So, no. Before that, actually, they did the periodic table, and then Amanda goes home. I'm sorry, after that, Amanda goes home. So Amanda's gone. Get out of here. So Nerd Off, that's where it's going to be Rachel versus Lily, and that's where they're going to do the Strachigo, and it's practice and strategy, and I'm not good at that, man. I tried to play Portal. Did not go well. No. So, bunch of, like, pocket nerds, basically. So Lily wins, Rachel loses, short story, or long story short. And then all the nerds return at the end. You got Todd. You got all the nerds, their names, because we all forgot them. Colby's back, too. And this time he's not doing, like, Colby always did that look, like, he was just like, Well, he did kind of in a way look kind of bored. Like, he was just hanging around. He's like, what do you need, Curtis? Basically. So overall, yeah, and at the end, rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy. They did a tribute, so awesome. Thumbs up for that. What did I think about this episode overall, man? Was it enjoyable, and did it feel like a tease for next week's season finale? Not series finale, it said season finale. So there still is hope. Honestly, I'm going to get on my pros first. First off, I like the ending where all the nerds return from the season. I think that was great. I think that was perfect. It brings back so many memories, especially seeing Todd back and everyone. And even the guy with the beard, I already forgot his name. He was the guy I was going for. The guy who first got out. That was really cool, seeing them all back. I bet he feels so alone because he was only there for a week. So, like, you really don't know much because you weren't there for the past 7 weeks. And also, Ori was back, and everyone was kind of like, never mind, we really don't miss you. You just go over there, type of thing. So I felt bad. I'm kidding. The tribute at the end with the Leonard Nimoy again pro. It was really funny. Curtis made it funny. They made it funny when they were in the throne room, and basically they were like their second vote. Oh no, this is the first vote. This is the first vote after the second vote. The second vote and the second first vote, and then they were kind of just arguing. So it was really funny. The competition with the aliens really cool. I really enjoyed that one. They weren't really stuck. There was just an opening in the back, but they had to make it look like they're stuck. It's like, what the fuck? But the only cons really is the Nerd Off. I didn't care for the Nerd Off, the Strachigo and everything. I know they do that every year in each season. They have to have a big chess type of match. I don't care. I honestly didn't. Like Rachel, she's an okay person. Yeah, she's cute and everything, yeah. And also Lily, annoying, so I really didn't care. I was like, just whoever loses, loses. Get it off, come on. I mean, not get it off, excuse me. Like, hurry up. It was slow. Some parts were boring. Like, now that Team Smash and Team Hula Vu are gone, it's kind of like, just like they're sitting there at the table, but it's like, do they help each other? Every man for himself? What? It's kind of boring where it's like, it's that time of the year again where King of the Nerds has to be lonely. And, but overall, it's still an enjoyable episode. I think the first half was way better than the second half, except seeing the nerds at the end. All of them together, Season 3. Can't wait for next week, guys, or this Friday. Overall, I'm going to give this King of the Nerds episode, Invasion of the Nerd Snatchers, a B+. It's a thumb and a half up, so, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed. Do not forget, I also review The Following, Better Call Saul, The Walking Dead, freaking everything that you see on my channel. Do not forget, I'm also going to review the PlayStation original show, Powers. Anyway, I'll try to do it quick. Anyway, this Poppy with you always, and they took my freaking powers.